Day. Hope all you guys are going to have a good day today. I am going to I'm going to jump in my car, take a ride out to Richmond, hang out in Richmond tonight, and go get me something to eat. There's a pizza spot out there. I'm gonna just enjoy myself tonight. I got a call from dispatch yesterday. Wanted me to go back out, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good for about a week or two. Um, okay, so I got clients, I got customers. My cell phone comes to an end on the 27th. I'm going to text you from the new number. And so don't freak out if you call me and you don't get me. So I just got a message from Cricket and was like, your plan expires on the 27th. And I'm like, no, that's why I had to boogie back here to the studio because FedEx is delivering my stuff today. All right. All right, so I'm going to talk about perfect today. And I want to talk about perfect because um, the word does exist. People like to use it under the context of fuck ups. My perspective is the ones that say everybody ain't perfect are always the ones that fuck up. They're always those guys. People that fuck up don't ever have to say perfect. The good people that use perfect, we use it to describe what we've done. People that like to say nobody's perfect are the ones that fucked up, and now they got to use that perspective to try and give you and help you understand and to give them some leeway on their actions. So I'm going to talk about no one's perfect today. I talked about this a couple of times. You may have heard it before. Appreciate those thumbs up. Appreciate the likes on YouTube. Appreciate everybody. If in fact you need me for services, League Logic 2019 at gmail.com. So I'm going to talk about perfect today here on the 25th of June 2021. Broadcasting out of Todd Smith Studios. I am back on the Blog Talk Radio Network. I'm going to do a couple of shows and have a couple of guests before I introduce it to you guys. All right, so let me tell you the biggest time. Let me tell you when I've seen the term "everyone isn't perfect." I've heard it a lot when somebody hired me for services, and they start explaining to me what the woman did. For example, I can just clearly recall a situation when a client hired me for services out of Cleveland, Ohio, and hired me for services out of Cleveland, Ohio, and his girlfriend, he had custody of his two kids over the weekend, and he brought his two kids water guns. When he dropped his kids off on Sunday, him and his girlfriend was playing with the water guns. He got the best of his girlfriend, and what does the girlfriend do? The girlfriend calls the cops and tells the cops that he has guns. She conveniently leaves out the word water. Everything goes down. His door comes flying off the hinges. It's a total quagmire. And then what does the woman say? I didn't know all that was going to happen. Dag, ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. So let me tell you what I've noticed when I noticed the word perfect was executed. Now that's FedEx right now. How about that? So I noticed that every time, very well said, they come to kill. So what I've noticed is that convenience, or should I say, when deception goes south, because whenever hello. How you doing? Hey, you need me to sign anything?
I just need your first initial and last name.
Okay, that's good stuff.
All right, what's your first initial?
C.
All right, what's your last name?
Smith.
All right, have a good one.
Hey, you too. Thanks. Wow. I got my SIM card for my new phone number. We'll take care of that. Well, I got the phone right here. So check this out. So let me do this. Oh. Got my protein. I was in here working out. Hold on a second. Let me chug this down. All right. So what I've noticed, and every time I was on the receiving end of everybody ain't perfect, it was always a woman telling me this. It was always a woman saying this. So let me break down perfection. And for all you guys out here that's listening to me today, share this with a woman. Just give me 5 minutes of your undivided attention. A pitcher goes 9 innings with no hits. We call that a perfect game. The word perfect exists, but for some reason, individuals like to say that nobody is perfect. So why does the word exist? When can we apply it? So the National Baseball Association, the MLB, the basketball, I don't know what they call themselves. But when a pitcher pitches a perfect game, when a pitcher goes 9 innings with no hits, we call that a perfect game. No hits is a man getting on base. They get the ball hit, it's a foul, it's a pop-up, it's a check, whatever. But 9 innings, that pitcher went, nobody got on base. We call that the pitcher pitched a perfect game. Yes, that's the word perfect. The Yukon Huskies female basketball team. I don't know if you guys know this, but they had two perfect seasons. 2 perfect seasons. The Yukon Huskies female basketball had 2 perfect seasons. Perfect. They went undefeated for 2 seasons. They went the next season, they went half a year undefeated. But that's not called a perfect season. They had a perfect half, but they didn't have a perfect season. All right? Talking about perfection. I'm talking about people saying that nobody's perfect. Okay. If I tell somebody I can take a bow and arrow and let it go and hit that thing dead center, perfectly in the middle, and a person say, okay, they challenge me to take a bow and arrow and hit it perfectly in the center, Boom, I let the arrow go, the arrow flies through the air, boom, hits it dead center. Guy goes there with a measuring micrometer and he measures the entire 360 of the diameter of the arrow, and wow, it is exactly the same distance on the whole 360 degrees. It's perfectly centered. It's what they call it. They call it perfectly centered. But there's that word perfect again. But nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? People, Mercedes-Benz is an automobile company that strives for perfection. Perfection. They strive for perfection. Some would say people that are true car enthusiasts like yourself, would say that they're overdoing it. Like, they're overdoing it. Like, damn, I love Mercedes. Hell, I love BMW. Let's go with German cars. The problem with German cars, they're just overdoing it. Now, you get in the car, the door opens by itself. That's a motor opening the door. Electric motor opening the door. There's a mechanism that's telling the door when to open. There's some type of motion field that you get into that reads you're there and the door opens. I have my BMW 850 is a 91. It's a coupe. So when you put your hand under the door comes down. You ain't even got to touch the doorknob or anything. But it senses there's a hand in that door handle space. And the window comes down a little bit, right? That's giving it the break. You get inside the German car. You can't just do like you did in the old days. Daddy, can I listen to the Okie Dokies and a P-Punk Funk? Yes, son, you can listen to Okie Dokie and the P-Funk Funks. Why do you listen to that garbage anyway? You reach up to the radio and you turn the dial. You don't do that nowadays. Cars are too overly dynamic. As a matter of fact, the BMW M6, when they did the review on it, that was one of the problems that they had with the car. It had a 5-point process just to change the radio station. So some would say, yours truly too, that I'm kind of, my next car may be a Corvette or go get a Dodge Viper or something. May come back because I'm only buying coupes from this point on. I got enough coupes. Coupes is 2 seats with back seats. It's a 2-door car with back seats. I'm done with coupes. I want true 2-seaters. And I'm like, BMWs are nice. I got a couple of them, but I need simplification. I'm an old motherfucker. I need simplification. I don't need to get in the car and need the instructions just to turn the radio. But their quest to strive for perfection, it gets complicated. All right? But they do achieve the mission. They do achieve the goal. Mercedes-Benz has created every safety feature on a car today started at Mercedes-Benz. It is said that today, in 2021, they are already making the 2026 and the 2027 Mercedes-Benz. They're already making it. They stay ahead. They strive for perfection. I need y'all to follow me. People, did you know that when a person says that there's nobody perfect, right? When a person says that, I want you to think about what I'm about to say right now. If I'm debating with you for 5 minutes and you act like you don't understand, because there's a term that we use, agree to disagree. You don't have to agree with me all the time. I'm simply asking you to understand. You see, the one thing that I claim in life, here's the one thing that I claim. I am perfect at communication. And what I'm not going to let nobody do is tell me that, well, we're all not perfect, because when we be talking and I want to be manipulative, I'm not going to allow you to think that you're smart. I'm just going to hide behind the fact that we're all not perfect. So let me cover those bases too, because there's a lot of individuals that want to choose to think that perfection doesn't exist, or a person is perfect as a whole. I am not perfect as a whole. All right, newsflash. But let me tell you what I am perfect at. This is why I've guest spoken at places. This is why people talk to me the way they do, because I've displayed that. All right. I am perfect at listening, and I am perfect at articulation. I don't got to backpedal on nothing I ever say. I don't. What is that? I don't have to backpedal on nothing I say. So I'm going to just say this, because a lot of you individuals are going to be in a conversation with a person, mainly a woman. And what that person is going to do is that person is going to wait a week later, and on that, let's say, 11-minute conversation y'all had, that person is going to hide behind the fact that nobody's perfect. Okay. People, I want to be clear about what I'm about to say. When a person chooses not to understand you, it's because they're being manipulative. You women, you may associate this with your no good man that you love so much. When you seen him at your girlfriend's house and he said it wasn't me. You can argue for 30 minutes. He knows what you're saying, but it is convenient for him not to understand you. I'm going to throw a woman situation in there so y'all don't feel left out. Now back to talking to the men. So you're talking to your woman for 11 minutes. I gave the woman a half an hour just to bring the point home. A half an hour and the nigga still don't get it? Yeah, out of convenience. I need y'all to follow me. Appreciate those thumbs up. Stop fucking with me. Stop being fucking with me here. But you was chatting with this individual for 11 minutes. You and your girlfriend. 11 minutes. You going at it with your girlfriend for 11 minutes. She don't understand. That's out of convenience. She's being dumb out of convenience. AKA, her not understanding, she's being manipulative. There isn't no, oh, it's just wrong and right. It's manipulation. It's an art. They do it so well. And then what they would do is they would say later on, oh, well, you act like I should have understood. Ain't nobody perfect. Yeah, you tell your woman you are perfect. You're perfect at deception. God designed you that way. Don't get mad at me. You are perfect at deception. Is this not the tool Black Widow used in the Avengers? So let me just say this so we can be clear about what I'm saying. I know I said that for about 3 minutes now, but I did say pay attention to me for the next 5 minutes, and I'm 3 minutes in. So check this out. A woman, I would believe a woman saying, I didn't understand the question, as opposed to, I didn't understand the conversation. You see the difference? I didn't understand the question is a one-off. But when y'all have an entire conversation about it, you must understand that in 11 minutes, that's the time frame that I gave, right? Yeah, okay. You would think that in 11 minutes, I'm thinking that you're smart enough to constantly keep trying to bring your point home. Okay, give me another example. Let's just say it's raining out. You don't think we should put the top up because it's raining? No, I don't understand. Okay. The car is going to get wet. You don't want the dashboard to get wet, don't you? Because stuff ain't going to work. I don't understand. Okay. And you're just constantly going? You don't think that in the 11 minutes, that's manipulation? But yet then they can backdoor this perspective of, well, everybody's not perfect. I was told this. Everybody's not perfect. And then I wasn't just told everybody's not perfect. I was specifically pointed out, not even you. Wow. So I'm perfect at communication. I'm perfect at articulation. I am perfect at being transparent. I am perfect at articulating myself. I am perfect at getting people to understand what I am saying. And let me say this to help you guys understand what I said. I am perfect at getting my points understood and to be understood. For people to understand is what I said. I was speaking at a Times Square situation one time, in Times Square. I was speaking at an event. And I started my speaking off by saying women are dumb by nature. I heard guns kicking. I heard guns clicking back. Oh no, he didn't. I heard women say, "Oh no, we gonna get this month." I heard everything. By the time I was done with my speech, I had women crying. I heard women coming up giving me hugs. What do you do? Oh, I would like for you to guest speak on my situation. I didn't have not one say, I don't believe nothing you said. How dare you? You're a male chauvinist whore. That was a room full of women, didn't know me. But I can be in a relationship with a woman, and every time, and I mean every time I would try and speak to this individual, they don't understand. Then they want to hit you with, well, ain't nobody perfect. Yeah, you're perfect at being manipulative. You're perfect at trying to be deceptive. Women are perfect at that. Like I said, there's a woman that's on the Avengers. I mean, I know the Avengers aren't real, but they turned manipulation into a superpower. She's good at that shit. She went up and was talking to Loki, the magic of mischief. She went talking to Loki, and Loki was just cacking away. And she was like, thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. He was like, what? Loki means to release the Hulk. Have Thor meet me at Hangar 5. Remember that in the Avengers? The first one, 2012? Don't let nobody tell you they aren't perfect. Don't let nobody tell you that. Don't let nobody tell you, I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect. Because like I said, if you're in a relationship with somebody, they know you. They know how you move. Talking to you fellas now. You're in a relationship with somebody. They know how you move. They know how you move. They know how you move. They know your interpretation. They know where you're going. They know what you're trying to say before you even finish the conversation. It is a woman's job to be manipulative. It is their job. But the problem is, what they'll never seem to add in the equation, fellas, is what you're doing is going to destroy and bring this relationship to an end. They will never think that. A woman can say, I can be manipulative and act like I don't understand, and this is just how I am, and we're going to live happily ever after. No. Because let me tell you something about me. I was smart enough to tell every woman that ever did that, you're bringing about the end of this relationship. I would tell them. Yeah, you're bringing about the end of this relationship. This relationship is going to end real soon. I would tell them. Yep. I would tell them. But the unfortunates, when you're dealing with deception don't believe the truth. That's the biggest problem that you guys need to understand. Wow. That's the biggest problem that you guys need to understand that you're going to have with deception, with a woman. Truth. I had a woman tell me one time, Chris, you're always going to have an issue with women. Why? Because you don't lie. Yeah. Because you don't lie. She didn't say not because you always try to fuck their girlfriends. She ain't try to say because you flirt right in front of them. You flirt right in front of them and act like you don't know what's going on. She ain't say that. She said, Chris, you always going to have problems with women. She said, Chris, you always going to have problems with women because you don't lie. I was told this just almost 20 years ago. Yeah, I was 33 when I was told this. The woman was 49. Yeah, that's what the woman told me. You're always going to have a problem. Why? Because you don't lie. And what she said was, and y'all need to pay attention, a woman expects at least 60 to 65% of what a man says to be a lie. And she kind of uses that at her safe space to live, meaning that a lie for a lie, meaning that once she sees and knows that you're a liar, it makes it easier for her to be herself. But Chris, the problem with you is you don't lie. And because you don't lie, you don't give a woman no leeway to lie themselves. Because of that, you're always going to have a problem with women. She told me that almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago. Guess what? She was dead on. The biggest problem that I have with women, I'm transparent. They take that, they try to reform it, recalibrate it, manipulate it, try to use it against me. That's the big thing. I'm going to try to use it against you. He want a family. He want this bad. And then I got to show him, okay, I tell you what, I'm going to just shut up. When you understand this perspective, you'll be better off. I promise you, you'll be better off. It's Friday, y'all. I'll probably be back here tonight at 9. Have a good one. Later.